Come on, load already so I can start. There we go. Oh, I already forgot something.
Loyal soldiers, we have been tasked with the arrest of enemies of the Order secreted in the Takodana Castle. Resistance forces seek to evacuate them. Our mission is simple. Seize the grounds and the castle proper so that no one may escape. We march first to the outer memorial.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Grenade out!
Woo! Such a doo-doo aim. I actually don't know why I rush straight this way. I usually don't do that. Clearly, I can't talk right here. I don't know what's going on. I just had another stroke.
Taking the memorial.
Grenade! Ooh, man, you almost shot me right in the corner right there. Thank you for not doing it, though. I appreciate it. Good stuff.
The memorial is nearly ours.
Got him. Okay, you're free to go. You had to keep one alive. Boba said take one alive.
Sector secure.
Actually, we probably got enough. Ooh, hurry up. Let's not miss them. Happy New Year to you guys, too. Hopefully no lost fingers. Well, I don't know who to really get. Maybe we just get Palpatine. You know, we're just going to get Palpatine. Why not? Hold on, here goes my phone again. Just wait until I start streaming. It's like, alright, let's be annoying now. There. Put an end to those messages once and for all. Anything new happened to this game? No, they haven't touched this game in years.
I sense them.
Nor will they. The problem is we got a hero, but
Dark side.
this map goes by a little too quick. It's kind of looking like it's going to continue to do that. Ah! I just watched a clip of Return of the Jedi. And I started cracking up. Palpatine, I forgot what he did. He ordered, you may fire when ready or something like that. And he pressed the button on his chair so hard. I'm like, dude, did you really have to press it that hard? Watch it back. He's like, he fucking pressed that button. He wanted to make sure that button got pressed. Like, god damn, bro. Just press the button, dude. Guess he was really feeling the power of that Death Star. It was coming through his finger, too. This dude loves his power. Uh-oh. I think my controller's about to die. No vibration. Brace yourself.
The impudence of your deeds.
Disarm it, you guys. Buy me more time.
Crush them
Kevin.
underfoot.
Yeah, I could do that for you. If you want, but only if you want.
There is hate.
Dirt. You get the other one? Yes, you did.
Sector secure.
Well, we pushed by probably in like 4 minutes. That's probably not a good sign.
Between here and the castle.
But maybe they'll put up a fight on this last set of, or not set, but this last
The
objective.
resistance and those they shield are huddled inside the castle. We will seize it with a head-on assault.
Oh my god, I think there's enough officers behind this rock. What's going on back here? An officer meeting and I wasn't invited? don't have any thoughts on it. I'm not on PC, luckily.
I am eternal.
Sucks for those who are, let's put it that way. And these guys aren't even trying to stop us. Well, Palpatine, they're too scared of you, I guess. They saw how you press that button, and I'm like, no, I ain't fucking with him, dude. That dude knows how to press a goddamn button. Could rival DD. That joke's too old for most people. They're like, what? What's that? I don't know what that is. Talk about SpongeBob.
This has all been foreseen.
You like hugs? Here, give me a hug. Give me a hug. Hugs for all. Come here. Give me a hug. Ah! Oh, and Luke just randomly did it. He doesn't even know what he just did. Ah, just about to kill Rey with a hug, and then this dude. White Knight over here.
Marching targets moving in. In position.
Oh boy.
Command has sent one of our
Is he really using binoculars? Wow, I should be using them too with this thing. Well, that was fast.
We have control. Glory to the...
Still say they should have added an objective on the roof since they have to get to the roof to escape. That could make it last longer. And then they might actually hold an objective because it's on the roof where they all want to stand. But then again, if they did put an objective on the roof, they probably wouldn't go there because they would be doing something. So they're like, no, we'll stay over here. They'll go behind the castle. They always want to go where there's not an objective. I love the first episode of Bubba. The only thing I didn't like was the fight scene. When he left the cantina or whatever the fuck it was. I've watched it back so many times and I still don't like it. Like, they leave and his little Gamorrean guards or whatever the fuck they were right behind him in one shot. And then they slightly pan the camera to the left and now the guards aren't there. So I go, okay, so literally they just left the bar right before they get ambushed and everybody's there. You show it, and they're like, oh shit, we shouldn't have shown it. So they cut it out the next episode. Literally, they took 2 steps. Where do the guards go? Then they get jumped, and then they're like, oh no, what do we do? And then he goes through that whole fucking let's punch the shield and kick it and shit, and we're like waiting and waiting. When the guards were literally just 2 feet behind him a second ago. Waiting and waiting. There the guards are! Like, it was just... I don't know. I did not like the writing of that scene. It didn't make a lot of sense. And it's stuff you catch right away. It's not like when you watch it back that you catch it. I'm like, oof. That, like, it was so good, but that little 2 minutes of a fucking show was just like, they did not write that well. But I still can't wait. What day does the next episode come out? Is that every Friday? Remember, we're on. Oh, okay, this works. Very nice. Yeah, Rogue One is. I agree. It's my favorite thing. I mean, Amanda was pretty good, though. But movie-wise, definitely Rogue One. What do I think of the U.S. economy? We're fucked. And all we doing is making it rain with new dollars that we just keep printing. And everyone's like, yeah, nothing's going to come from that. Like, uh-huh. Like, I don't even want to say because I know people are going to take it the wrong way. You all know I don't like the sequels. For that brief 2 minutes of writing and the Book of Boba, it felt like a sequel. They just didn't make sense. But the rest of it was good. But that brief 2 minutes, I was like, God, they did not do this scene right. It felt like some Last Jedi shit. It was like, what, the guards were there, now they're not, so you have your exciting scene? Like, you should have written that in better then, man. Like, think of this shit ahead of time. And that was just, that annoyed me because I caught it right away. I was like, oh. But still, I love it. But those 2 minutes, man. Those 2 minutes trigger me. Especially when I didn't really get that in the Mandalorian fights. I didn't really... There might be stuff I disagreed with, but I didn't really feel like it came down to bad writing at times. It's just like, what? They were there and then now they're not? It kind of reminded me of the throne room scene in the, what was it, The Last Jedi? But in the fight, it was shot so well, you didn't really notice it, but the guard just loses his sword or whatever, his axe, whatever he was going to hit Rey with, and it disappears. But I didn't catch that first time, so I let it slide. But when you see it as you first watch it, it's like, that's when you know it's like, it really stands out. So it's like, they just made a point of having this dude get his guards. Where the fuck are they? You literally see him behind him. 2 seconds later, he gets attacked, and they're not there. Like, what the hell? It's like, could have been a little better. Could have had one scene where he's like, hurry up to the guards, and like they're coming out of the bar all slow. And then that would give them time to get ambushed, and then give them a little bit of time before the guards got there. But to just have them like literally be in breathing range of them and then disappear, like, oh, it's a little awkward. Just saying. No, not everybody agrees the sequel. They're trash. They got a core group of defenders, apparently. They're either trolls or they're very smart people. One or the other. I don't know.
Stay with the turbo laser.
I enjoy the book about. That's what I'm talking about. Yep, still recovering from 2020, and we're already in 2022. Do we have enough? Yes, we do. Who do we need? We'll just get Finn. Why not?
Oh man, would you look at this?
Giant Star Wars fan. I'm a fan of the movies, not this game. Oh, just kidding. I like the game too. Hey, everything in what's the saying? I don't know the saying. A small sample size is fun. You take the game seriously? Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Not with this one. Just play it because it's Star Wars. It's fine.
All targets secure.
Rise of Skywalker, whatever one it was in. One of those. Like I said, I don't even remember those sequels hardly.
Battle's heating up in space. Down here too. Head for the main gate, secure the area, and we'll proceed inside the base.
Happy New Year to you too, Lex. Yeah, she's an aimbot. So people aren't like, why don't you use the aimbot? Yeah, that thing sucks. If you can aim, there's no reason to use an aimbot. That thing is just weak. It doesn't hit them right. Doesn't get headshots. Like, ugh. I feel like you fire half the time and it's like, eh, maybe I'll hit something.
Yeah, they wish they could take me down.
Well, they didn't know it was going to go so bad. I think the reason that the Mando was so good was because the sequels are so bad. They realized they're like, dude, we need to get actual Star Wars people and not just fucking, what do you call it, writers. That's their profession, but you need a Star Wars fan who knows how to write. So I'm actually kind of excited. That's the one thing I take away from the sequels that's good. They might have, you know, hopefully learned their lesson. I don't know. We'll see. So far, so good, though. I feel like they just wanted to capitalize on the name, but they didn't really, I don't know. They didn't plan it out too well. Now they're like, all right, we need to rework this. Nobody's liking it. Rightfully so, might I add. There's a reason people don't like the sequels.
First order squads, then head inside for the big finish. Tension block's not far.
Well, again, this is we're attacking, but it's just going a little too quick. But maybe they'll put up a fight here.
We'll brag for months.
Then they're like, all right, let's get Favreau and I hope I said his name right. And Filoni, let's get them. And all right, let's do this good. Like, oh, there you go, and it came out much better. Let's hope the Book of Boba does it. I think they will. I just, again, don't like that 2-minute scene, but other than that, I enjoyed it. Can't wait to see what happens. I kind of feel like everyone always says, oh, they rushed it. I kind of feel like that scene was just rushed a little bit. Like I don't know. I really don't know, but it just, compared to the way everything in The Mandalorian was shot and then the Book of Boba, it just like, it felt out of place. It's like, what is this? This is some sequel level mistakes right here. Like, what the heck? And again, I'll be the first one to call it out if they keep doing it too. Like, dude, that's gonna, you don't just have a blind fan in me. Like, you gotta do a little better. I don't mind stuff not making sense because it's a show after all. You know, you gotta make it entertaining and shit. I understand, but there's certain things where it's just like, dude, that does not make sense, and it would be an easy fix too. Like, it's not like I'm going out of my way here to say we could have written the guards in a little differently, and then I wouldn't have had a problem, at least with that part of the scene. They still didn't use any guns and shit. Where I really feel like they were just like, all right, we need a martial arts scene. Let's capitalize on it. And I don't feel like they wrote it in too well. They're like, all right, you're just gonna start fighting them. And I'm pretty sure you could see a blaster on Boba's hip or something. Like, got a gun, but just like, nah, I'm not gonna use them. It will be interesting to see if they explain in the next episodes why didn't the attackers bring weapons either. Because my theory, one of you put in the comments true, which I thought of it as well, but you brought it up, was my theory was again, spoiler alert, even though you probably already know by now. My theory was the Twi'lek bartender, whatever, set him up, put in the coins in the helmet to take off his helmet, help expose him, but they didn't shoot at the motherfucker. So it's like, that is a valid point. So in the next episodes, are they going to explain that those guards wanted to take him alive? Because if they were going to kill him, dude, just somebody shoot the fucker. Why are we bringing shields, man? This ain't fucking Caesar times. Like, come on, man. Fucking use some guns. I'm like, nah. So, I don't know. We'll see. That's a good way of putting it. Now, hopefully they pay a little attention to it. Well, that was probably too fast as well.
The First Order are here, everyone. Don't give in to fear. Those ADM-6s look tough, but they're not invulnerable if you have a group of daring, resourceful resistance fighters on your side. You with me? Here's the plan. Ion disruptors to soften them up, ski speeders and artillery to take them out. Go. Buy our people time to escape.
Okay, I'm back. What are we on? Star Killer again? Yeah, we gotta remember the Elgato freezes after an hour. Or not even an hour, sometimes 30 minutes, so... Can't really do that if it crashes it. That's the only way that I could see that they didn't bring weapons, or blasters, is they wanted them alive. But let's say that wasn't, if they don't write that into the next episode, I feel like that goes towards bad writing again. Part of it, I'm going to get in trouble for saying it, like they want, how do you describe it? They want to, how do I put this in a nice way? I feel like they want to hit the Asian markets well. Like they want to get them happy. Mandalorian tried that in the Ahsoka episode. Like based on like who the governor was of the not the governor, but like the Asian dude there, the gongs, like it all had that Asian style, but they did it correctly. Like they're like, we want to implement it, but let's do it right. They did a good job. This episode, they're like, all right, we want a martial arts scene, so we're gonna bring in these dudes who look like ninjas. Oh my god, that kind of goes back to Asian stuff, and they want Fennec to fight them. I'm like, okay, that's fine, but write it in right, and they didn't do it here. The Ahsoka episode was done well. This was not. It's like that's where that whole thing just like, I don't know, not my favorite. And again, I felt like they tried that in the sequels with a lot of stuff, where they're like, we need to write in these board decisions from the higher-ups, and they don't do it well. Like, I have no problem with them doing that shit. Make your money, but write it correctly. That's all I'm asking. And again, the Ahsoka episode is a perfect example of it done well. Like, if they come out on the next episode and said they wanted to kill him, it's like, well, then why didn't you bring people with guns? You literally brought people who brought shields, dude. You're just gonna, like, we're gonna circle them, and then we're gonna shock them with things we know don't kill them that easily. It's like, what? Like, that's just a poor decision in my book. Like, I can't even get mad at Boba. It's like, dude, what the fuck do they bring to kill you? Like, man, you got some idiots on this planet, dude. You're good. You're gonna take over. Battlefront 3 is not happening. But if it did, I don't, the less is better. Adding in all these players, and then they're like, ooh, we need bigger maps, and it just fucks it up. Battlefield's an example of that. They made the maps way too big. Frankly, just keep it the way it is. I wouldn't be mad. Again, not that it's happening. Would be nice.
Vader has come. Beware.
Explosives charging up! Press turbo laser!
I don't even know why we're defending, by the way. Whatever, we're playing. Oh, he gonna die! Oh my, Lord Vader. Coming back later? No? Thank you.
All turbo lasers
No, we
destroyed.
probably... Oh, we got way more than that.
More troops, but we made them pay for it. And now people are clearing out the base. Fall back and regroup.
I don't mind it so far that they're portraying him as a badass. Like, you can't just have him instantly kill everybody. I understand that. It takes away the suspense. And I get the whole, I need to rule a little differently than just start torturing people right away. I understand that. But again, if they keep writing it like that, it's like, dude, you gotta give Boba some moments. Like, he's supposed to be this badass. We've all kind of agreed on it. How the hell did I detonate that when I'm getting choked? The fuck is that shit, Vader? Force choking my shock thing, too? I don't know what just happened. I'm not talking about him taking them alive. He said take them alive. Even as they shot that, I was like, oh, she's chasing two. One of them's gonna die. You don't need multiple alive. So it's not that he wanted them all alive. He didn't have a problem killing them. It's just bring one of them alive so we can question them. Maybe I would put a good use of that torture droid. Like, you know how I just said I didn't want to torture people? You know what? Second thought, let's torture this motherfucker.
We have to reclaim the camp. Keep it out of their hands.
Because Boba asking to, or telling her to take one alive, that doesn't show that he's weak. That shows he's smart. He needs to get information out of him. Who are you? Who sent you? What the issue? Like, honestly, I don't even think it's weak. I just think it's poor writing in a lot of the cases. Like, one of my problems with that scene, all my problems with that scene, if you can't tell, but they literally, just prior, they had that fucking Twi'lek ambassador or whatever from the mayor threaten him, point blank. You're gonna see another delegation. That is a 100% threat. I'm a fat loser who plays video games. I understood that as a threat. So Boba goes out and doesn't go fully armed, ready to kick ass in case he gets ambushed. Same with Fennec. It's like, dude, you literally just got threatened. Shit's probably gonna go down. Maybe bring your fucking EE3, dude. It might come in handy. Didn't even bring it. And it's like, well, that's where I'm a little annoyed. But I feel like they didn't do that because Boba was stupid. They wanted to write in the fucking battle scene, or the martial arts scene. Again, where I feel like it was just bad writing. It's like, then don't show the threat before, necessarily. It might not work, but when you just show that he got threatened, it makes him look incredibly stupid that he wouldn't take a weapon out. It's like, come on, man. Best believe if someone threatens me, I'm getting a gun, you know? Like, shit's about to go down here, you know? Like, and then he doesn't do it. And he's known for being a complete badass, but again, I don't think that's them trying to make him weak. I just think it's them not writing the story properly when it comes to, at least that scene. They didn't do a good job on it. And frankly, it could get worse next episode depending on how they take it. Whoops, I don't know how I did that. Not very smart.
We won't have much more to lose.
Now I've got you. Come out of that armor.
There's a lot of bad guys coming this particular route. Woo, too many. Oh, we missed the stairs. We're rusty. Need to go up the stairs.
Don't let me be bothered.
Don't heal him. Must kill you. Oh, and I fell again. Now, Lando's about to die again. Hello, Martin. Now, we talked about that earlier. Didn't use the jetpack, and then everyone's like, because he didn't want to leave Fennec. It doesn't mean he's gonna fly away and go home and leave her. Could just fly up to engage him, but again, they needed to write in the hand-to-hand scene. Like, I know to anybody tuning in, it sounds like I hate this thing, but it's literally that 2 minutes of the show. It just, I feel like they really did not write it well. Come on, bruh. That's like sequel-level writing where there's so many things wrong with the crate scene, but we'll just dumb it down and ignore half of them. And Rey and Finn crash. They survive right in front of the fucking line of walkers, and it just took them 5 minutes to fly out to them. And yet somehow Finn drags her ass all the way back through an open field and does not get shot. And they don't write that in any way, shape, or form. It's like, it's just such a poor level of writing. Like, how the fuck did he get back there? That doesn't even make sense. That's kind of like here, where it was just like they, like, alright, we need a love scene. We need these people to survive to capture that love scene, but they didn't write it properly. It was just like, okay, so, well, we know that we don't want him to die, so we're just going to have him magically get back. Because we need him to live. It just, I feel like they're, I don't know how to explain it, I'm not good at this. They look at the outcome. We want this love relationship, period, there. But they don't write the path to it well. They're just like, alright, they live. They kissed, and then they ended up fucking editing it all out in the next one, because people, they realized how stupid the whole idea was. So it was just like, wow, this fucking sequel trilogy is just getting shit on right now. They put so much emphasis on keeping them alive, where they wrote in stupid shit in The Last Jedi to make sure they would live. ignore so much, and then to not even use it in the Rise of Skywalker was like, wow, which is a good thing. I didn't like the relationship, but I'm just saying to put so much emphasis on it and then completely disregard it for the next one. I was like, damn, so you fucked up the writing in The Last Jedi and then didn't even use it in this one. So you sacrificed 2 movies for the one mistake, essentially. It's like, god damn, bro.
Never thought I'd be down in the trenches.
Ooh, Apple.
I wouldn't if I were you.
That is not the door I thought it was. Okay.
It's not right. I feel it. Here, take a load off.
It's already over.
They've finished their downloads and they have our secrets. Move to evacuate. We've got to warn the fleet.
I didn't have a problem with the Chewie scene. I knew he didn't die. It wasn't. I don't think that was bad writing. You might not agree with the choice, but I don't think it was bad writing. It's like, yeah, ship blew up. They thought it was on it, but he wasn't. The moment that ship blew up, like, they're not killing Chewie that way. that didn't. Out of all the problems, that's not one of the ones that bothered me. Let's put it that way. Nope, I haven't seen those commercials. Yeah, that's the end. I don't think we're going to get any videos today by the looks of it. I like that line. Somehow he's back. Like, yeah, sums it up. Speaking of crate. I don't mind people surviving crashes. Like, literally, we're in Star Wars where people get their hands chopped off, lightning blasted out of a fucking window. We're like, yeah, he's still alive. But a crash, it's like, yeah. That doesn't do it for me. That's not one of my problems. Play UFO all the time. We just don't stream it because you guys don't watch any of the games we play.
Today, the First Order will triumph. Look at the haphazard junk assembled against us, against our fierce
put your shield away.
Might. On this day, we together will sweep the resistance aside and take our rightful place in the galaxy. Attack! Destroy their defenses. Let none escape.
Dead body, not a dead body, now a dead body. My aim is rusty. Ooh, that was such a delayed hit marker, I thought I missed. Laura.
Ion disruption confirmed. Protect our ATM-6 from resistance ambush.
Jesus. Jesus, close your eyes, don't look at this. It's fucking hideous. Ah, I fly now. Great aim, great aim! Pretty much anytime I get a kill, it's just luck at this point.
Ion disruption detected. Defend the ATM-6 while it recovers.
Well,
We have an
haven't
ally
got
on
an
site,
Aiden
the
been in a
special
while, if I
operative.
remember. So we will grab Aiden.
I'd Versio Inferno Squad standing by.
That was supposed to be a roll, ma'am, not a crouch. Just saying. Stop it, minigun, dude. Stop it. Stop it. Just stop. Oh, wow. Shut the foot. Like a horse. She's having the same problem as me. We were doing so good and then we missed. Like, no, we were on a nice little not missing spree. And then we messed it up.
I've got a bad idea. Who's with me?
I love bad ideas. Every decision I've ever made in life was a bad idea. Well, not even moving.
Can't stop us.
It's a hero on me. Yoo-hoo! You're about to have to fall back! Oh, I think it's a ray. She went off the radar. Oh, no. Maybe I'm just blind. She's over there now.
Let's light this room up a little.
Oh! Rose saving Finn! And then crashing!
Heavy weapon here.
Is there a hole I can shoot in here? Oh, I think the chicken already beat me to it.
Let's light
Alright,
this
talk
room
about a
up
King's Guard right here, or a Queen's Guard. I got an AT-AT, or AT-AT, ATS? One of the ATs.
Heavy weapon here.
Leading a target, don't know what that means. Okay, I appreciate the assistance, but let's not kick each other, okay?
We're just getting started. Let's light this room up a little.
Got my timing off on this. I keep like hitting the secondary fire first and then go into fire, but I don't do it right, so I just start shooting. Oh, we got an Obi-Wan on our tail. I regret that decision with my King's Guard here. That was a mistake.
Let's light this
You could have had me too if it weren't for that, because I was not paying any attention, to be completely honest. I thought he was long gone, to be honest. I'm glad he wasn't.
Heavy weapon here.
Oh, hello there.
Let's light this this room up a little.
This is a better bodyguard than those Gamorrean guards. Oh, they were actually there, or you're here when we need you. Shots fired, shots fired. Don't shoot my guard. Need him alive. Damn it, Hirschberg. Every time I say alive, I think of that scene. You know it, you know it. Fail. Sniping me. I did not see the sniper. We didn't get a thumbnail. Ooh, hold on, time out. Thumbnail. What's the most satisfying sound in this? Headshot kill. Oh, we're a little too close to these walkers.
Heavy weapon here.
Happy cow, happy cow. Oh, don't get in the hole, no! Let's see.
The Empire's time has come.
Ah, could be better, could be better.
The Empire's time has come.
Nah, whatever. That'll do, donkey. That'll do.
Let's light this room up a little.
I appreciate Playmaker. Happy New Year to you as well. And I will most definitely do that.
Annihilate anything in our way.
Heavy weapon here.
Someone behind us? Oh, he's on the ground. Ah! Oh, I thought I had my rifle out.
Let's light this room up a little.
Capture squad, take position in the mine hangar control zone.
I don't see them. What a shame.
Oh, there's one next to me? I knew
Following
that.
them. Heavy weapon here. Keep that shocker ready, droid.
There's a hero here. There's a gun here on him.
Droid, rifle.
Sorry, Luke. Thank you for actually being here, though. Oh, she gone. Yeah, no reason to play Starfighter Assault when that other game I don't remember is out. Not that anybody plays it anymore, I would imagine, but... Not Roast Partner. What's that game called? The one that came out? Like a year ago? 2 years ago? I don't even know now. The moment somebody says it, I know this! Squadrons. Ah, there you go.
Let's light this room up a little.
I think I'm getting older, man. I'm having a hard time remembering this stuff. Getting too old for this.
Heavy weapon here. What do you see, droid?
Did I just hear one? Guess not.
It's under control.
Is that a Han? Oh,
We've
it's out of range.
driven
It's not gonna hit
back
him.
the resistance. Now's the time to quash them completely.
I don't know. Probably the same hundo price that Brian pays. This will be do for him. No idea. I don't pay attention to my kill streaks. Couldn't tell ya.
Close in. Keep the resistance from sealing the blast doors by destroying.
Not as long as all the kill streak getters, that's for sure. I'll tell you that much.
Pick up the pace. Pick it up.
Book of Obi-Wan. Book of Obi-Wan. What the fuck? See, I'm getting too old that I combine the names and shit. I'm really excited for the Book of Obi-Wan. That'd be interesting. Obi-Wan, but in Boba's armor. I don't know what I'm most excited for, to be honest. I'm actually more excited for the Ahsoka show. Not that you mentioned that one, but out of these two, I don't even know. Like, there's things I like about both. I love this criminal underworld we're about to see. That's why I was so excited for Solo. I love that whole idea of the criminal underworld, but apparently they did a bad job on that one. But a great job on the sequels, according to some of these fans. I don't know. So at least we get to see that now. But at the same time, I'm curious to see Vader and see what Obi-Wan's been up to. I'm kind of worried about what they can do with Obi-Wan. Like, he can't go out and do too many missions, I would imagine. Like, he's supposed to stay there, and he didn't help the Alliance out, or whatever you want to call it, too much. So it's like, what can he do? But I don't know. Either way, I'm excited for both. I guess the book, the Boba show advances the story more, where Obi-Wan kind of already played out anyway, so you just get to see how it plays out. So from that respect, I'll probably be more can't even talk. I'll be more excited for Boba in that case, but pretty much I'm just waiting for the Thrawn stuff. So anything that's going to give me more clues to Thrawn, I'm more excited for. So probably the Book of Boba, actually. You'll probably get like a mention or like something. So they're gonna keep dropping little clues every new show. Like somebody's building up a fleet out there. Like, oh god, who?
Have you weapon here?
Probably just some loser. He ain't nothing. Don't worry. It's like, oh, nerdgasm. Hey, I need to use you in a second. If you don't mind. I shoot in the ejector because we're doing just fine on that. Grievous, good sir. That's rude. Yeah, I don't know about time when it comes out or anything. Anybody know when does Obi-Wan come out? My name's Obi-Wan Kenobi. I probably like that version better though. And that's saying a lot because I like Obi-Wan. But Obi-Wan? I don't know. It's not a Thrawn show, but he's going to be the main villain. They've already pretty much kind of confirmed that. I don't know if they've officially said it. But I could have sworn I heard somebody say like they were setting him up to be kind of how Marvel did it with whatever that big bad guy is with the fingers and like snaps his finger. What's his name? I know this even though I didn't watch it. What's his name? That guy. Like there's one giant bad guy that is the ultimate thing, and they're slowly building him up. And they hinted at him in the Mandalorian, and now since this is happening after, they'll probably hint at it again. Because Boba looks surprised to see a Imperial ship. Like, what the fuck? The Empire's back? So they'll probably hint at that a little more. Like, why is there some Star Destroyer here or something? Like, what's going on? But I think it was the droids on the Ahsoka episode had the what's it called? Like the insignia of Thrawn's fleet or whatever. And even the lady who was mining, at least from, correct me if I'm wrong, but the lady who in the Ahsoka episode, the governor of that town that was like harvesting shit from the planet was doing that to build fleets, from what I understand. Or like something along those lines. Like her dad was building fleets, and it all hints back that Thrawn's rebuilding his a fleet somewhere, which gets me fucking wet. Like, ah, Daddy, please. Yeah, and the Ahsoka show, I think that's when it's really gonna hit a peak, because she needs to find Ezra. And obviously Thrawn disappeared with Ezra, so we'll get to see Thrawn in live action, so I can't fucking wait. I don't know when, but it's coming. It won't be the Book of Boba, though. Don't think I'm saying that. They'll just drop hints or something to him, but they're not showing him in the Book of Boba. If there's a Mandalorian Season 3, which I don't even know if there is. Did they say there was? My whole theory that I said a while back was them capturing Moff Gideon in The Mandalorian is a setup to maybe see Thrawn. Because now he's going to be a prisoner of the... What do they call it? The New Republic. Thrawn can't have that because he knows too much. So they're going to be flying him back on a ship. This was my theory. I doubt it will happen, but my idea was like, oh, they're flying him back in a fleet, and all of a sudden, like, they're going to be interrogating him, and you just get that little, like, what's the radar warning in Star Wars? Like, woo, 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 like, fleet coming out of hyperspace, or whatever they say. Fleet jumping into the system, like, what? And you see a bunch of Star Destroyers come out to wipe out a New Republic fleet they took them to. I think that would be so dope. You get some space combat. You see the Chimera come out from hyperspace. Oh, that'd be so cool. You're like, what's that? They don't even need to show Thrawn. Just show his flagship, and we all would know who it is. That'd be so fucking dope. Just wipes out a New Republic fleet, and because he's trying to lay low, from what I could tell. Like, he's not playing his cards or showing his card yet. So it's like he needs a reason to come out and start the attack. He's not gonna just come out right away. Gotta build up as long as he can. But Gideon getting captured and having key intel might be a reason he needs to move. Whether that's because Thrawn's trying to protect that the Emperor is still alive somehow, and Gideon might know that, so he needs to go stop that, or whatever. But I feel like Gideon getting captured instead of killing himself is a giant thing that hasn't happened yet. But I don't know where that happens. But there's not a Mandalorian Season 3, I don't know. Maybe they'll cover it in a different show real quick, but I don't know. But that wouldn't happen in the Book of Boba, though. I highly doubt they would show that in the Book of Boba. Boba don't give a fuck about that shit. We talked about it the other day. That's the only reason I'm happy Thrawn lived. That Rebel space whale scene is absolute stupidity, but at least it keeps him alive so we can see him in live action instead of wasting him in a cartoon. And again, if they just bring Thrawn back and he doesn't have a fleet and the New Republic doesn't have to fight him, I'm gonna be pissed. You don't bring back Thrawn and then just have Ahsoka go deal with him. I don't mind Ahsoka being the one to kill him, let's say. But you can't just have her do it and like, wow, there's a fleet of like 20 Star Destroyers. Don't worry, Ahsoka's gonna sneak in and kill him and it ends it. Like, nah, show some space combat, dude. Let's get some good space combat too. Like, come on, do it for me, please. Oh, we need a Phasma. Oh well, fuck. The game's kind of already over anyway. We'll get a full game. I think I would like the live-action Ezra better than I do the cartoon. I just did not like Rebels. And I didn't like Ezra, but I think in live-action I might like him more. Especially when it's not as focused towards kids like Rebels was. I think I can like him more. At least I hope so. We'll find out. Let him burn! Bad timing. Oh, but it saved my, Oh, we shouldn't do this again. Left, but I don't give a fuck. We don't need Kylo anyway. Come here, bitch. Ooh, almost right there. So close. Oh, don't start swinging. Oh, yeah, we got a magic lightsaber there, Ray. Welcome to Battlefront 2. Shot and plays just like the sequels do. I don't even know what just happened. Wait, what did just happen? No heroes? Did I get, like, rushed by a cow and it sent me that far? One of your favorite characters? Well, lucky you, then you're gonna see him in live action, most likely. Ah! That is. I don't know who's Ray's parent actually are.
You are a speck.
Genuinely, I can't do it. Wasn't it supposed to be... First, I thought it was Palpatine had a son, and then it was that way. But then I thought, no, it was a clone of himself, so that was technically Palpatine's daughter. I don't know. Someone could explain it to me. Like I said, I did not pay much attention to the sequels. It just went over my head, not paid attention, and I don't care to watch videos on it to find out.
The Force is strong. You will soon be dust.
But I do know she's a Skywalker because she said she was. So. Rey Skywalker. Don't do it! Red light!
Stop this. I'm not sure you understand who you're dealing with.
¡Ay! ¡Papacito! Oh, I miss you. Because I hit you. There you go. Take another one.
I want the enemy. Find them.
I feel like if they had done Rogue One and all those other Mandalorian beforehand, and then tried to tackle a sequel, I think that would have been in a better place too. But I feel like they rushed it out because they wanted to get the next sequel out, and Disney was not ready to do it. I think they're in a better state now. They kind of learned some lessons from their failures. So far, I don't want to jinx it, but it looks like they've been learning because Mandalorian was a lot better. Book of Boba's doing good, minus that 2 minutes I talked about. So, if it came out now, I think it would be better, but still.
You're unworthy.
I don't know. Honestly, I would probably still say wait a little longer. Man. Frankly, I'd rather the sequels be about Thrawn. Reintroduce him into shows and then have the trilogy about him, maybe? I don't know. I don't give a shit about Rey. Or Kylo, to be honest. Sorry, Kylo. No offense. You were cool, though. I liked you, Kylo, but I'd rather see Thrawn, to be honest.
Your friends are gone.
Double.
Too late for the Resistance now. Starkiller is ready to fire, and with their base and fleet gone, our enemy will be nothing.
Yeah, I wish I was a Musk. Yeah, somebody tell me, who is Rey's parents? I have no idea. Not even kidding. I don't know. I gotta go pee.
Ah, those disruptors really work.
Okay, I'm back. Another pee-pee break. I love the Book of Boba minus the 2-minute fight scene. Rewind the stream to the beginning. I don't want to have to keep saying it. People are going to get mad. So technically, Palpatine is her dad then, but a clone of confusing. I don't understand. Whatever. Anyway. But if he had 0 midichlorians or whatever, how did Rey get so powerful then? Am I missing something? I'm fucking confused. People are like, you like Star Wars? Like, I do, trust me. But I did not pay attention to that. I don't understand. Whatever. Technically a clone. There you go.
That shrieking sound was an enemy vessel crash landing. We're detecting multiple rebel survivors.
I had a better time understanding who Cirilla's dad was than this.
The enemy must be contained and eliminated. Intercept the rebels at the tractor beam control and generator stations and defend those areas. They'll be there. I'm sure of it.
This guy doesn't get it. It's obviously a joke, because at the end of the movie she calls herself a Skywalker. Pay attention! Even my not paying attention has noticed that. Holy Frankenstein, that's a lot of people. We killed none of them. We get them all one shot and then stop shooting them.
Round them up, I'll take them out. Watch the shrapnel.
Teammate.
The rebels are operating tractor control.
Oh, wait, why am I even looking? We're not even close.
Starting sweep.
Yeah, I'll save my brain capacity for Thrawn and what's gonna happen. I'm more excited for that anyway.
Grenade, ready.
I'm so glad they're gonna bring Thrawn in. That like genuinely gets me excited for Star Wars.
Tractor control override. System damage.
Again, it's still probably ways down the line, but I gotta hint at him a little bit more. But still, I can't wait. And supposedly the guy from The Witcher, Stregobor, that actor's gonna be Thrawn. I didn't even know it. We mentioned it a few, what was it, a year or two ago? We were like, yo, that guy would be so good as Thrawn. He sounds like him. And it turned out that was the guy who voiced him in the show. Like, oh, I didn't even know that. But he does kind of have the same facial structure. I could see him looking like Thrawn. Just blued up, and he already sounds good. So, oh. God, this aim though. Bad aim combined with a BB gun that does no damage. It's probably going to go very well. This is just watching me murder their team from the window. Like, I ain't going out there. But I'm coming in there. Yeah, get rid of the beard. I forgot what it was. It was like a year ago we said that in a stream. We were like, dude, this dude would be a good Thrawn. He kind of looks like him. He sounds like him. And they're like, but that's the guy who voiced him in the show. Like, what? It's like, well, that explains why he sounded like him. I didn't even fucking know, to be honest. To be honest, I didn't even know that actor until I saw him in The Witcher. I was like, damn, he kind of sound like this dude. Like, oh.
Stand guard over the main weapon and the turbo laser hub. Leave no survivors.
I like that too, because I did like Thrawn's voice. It's like, oh, now we get to see it in live action too. Oh, I can't wait. It'll be a happy little pancake. Damn, Palpatine just pressed the button on his chair really hard. Red light, I choose you. Not that did anything to him. Oh! I'm scared of your grenade. I'm overhealed. Is this the Yoda here, or is this another hero around this corner with the corner? Luke Skywalker, more than meets the eye. Uh-oh, we're getting absolutely swarmed here. Not ideal for me. Let's detonate the turret and see if we get somebody. No, they are on it though. Back up, Baz Mummy. I think I shot Vader more than I did the other two heroes. That's not good. Excuse me, Blind Drive.
Our technology
Sit tight. Okay, or not, turret, or not. Oh, apparently I didn't just activate my stuff. Alright, do your fucking job, bub. Hold the line. Oh, well, we're fucked either way we go. Ah! Brought down by a fucking ion grenade.
An agent of the Empire has landed to assist.
Oh! And down. What's Eclipse, a Star Wars game that's coming out way down the line. They showed a badass trailer to get everyone excited, yet they haven't even made any like actual gameplay yet. Or like game of it. So pretty much they just put money into a cinematic trailer to explain what the game's gonna be about, but I'm actually excited for the story of that. Like I like the what do you want to call it? How do I explain it? I'm not good at explaining things. The concept behind it. You're gonna have two like a trade confederation fighting off some other giant corporate entity with space battles. It's like, oh, so it's not just about the Jedi and shit. It's like it dives into another area of Star Wars, which I actually like, where two groups are fighting, not just Luke versus the Empire or Rey versus everybody. It's like, wow, two organized groups are gonna fight one another with battles? Like, this is nice. That's what I get excited for.
Turbo lasers fully offline. Guard the main.
The trailer is really good, though. Don't get me wrong.
Charges. Heads down.
Honestly, it kind of worries me. The trailer's so good, it's gonna get everyone really excited, and then the game doesn't come out even close to that. It's gonna backfire. That's the only problem with releasing trailers that good that get everyone hyped, because if you don't have a good launch, Cyberpunk is an example of that. I still think Cyberpunk was more hyped up than Eclipse is, and will be, but you do that and then the game comes out bad, or there's like nothing going on. Like if it's just another Fallen Order, I'm not gonna be that excited. Like, dude, come on. You play Fallen Order for 3 minutes and you're done? It's an exaggeration, but you know what I mean. It's just like there's not a lot to do. But that game, to me, it looks like there's a possibility for a lot to do. But I don't know. We shall find out. But again, it's years down the line when that's going to come out. Oh, this guy. Great awareness, good sir.
Well, abort the shutdown.
Yeah, it's kind of the way I feel about Obi-Wan, too. It's just like, we don't really need it. But don't get me wrong, I like Obi-Wan, and I like the flashbacks we'll probably see and stuff like that, but I don't understand there's not much to do if he just stayed on the planet and chilled. Like, what's going on? Because the way it is in the movies, Vader and Obi-Wan had not seen each other yet, so it's not like you're going to get Vader fighting at Obi-Wan. Because that was the first time they've met up again after the previous encounter in Revenge of the Sith. So it's like, what really is there gonna be? Because even in the original, Vader's like, I haven't felt this presence, and he's hinting in a long time back when they last met in Revenge of the Sith. So it's like if Vader finds out in the Kenobi show that Kenobi's alive, it wouldn't explain why he didn't go after him. And I feel like if they try to write that in, like, oh, they did meet up and fight, but it's just, I don't know. That won't excite me too much. Visually, it would be cool, but to me, it doesn't really make sense in the story. That's what worries me about the Obi-Wan thing. That's why I'm still more excited for the Book of Boba. It's like, alright, that advances the story a little bit. We'll see. And it's not like we get to see him fight Maul. Maul's already dead. We had that in Rebels, and they're not going to reshoot it for live action, so. Maybe a dream fight, yeah. It would look cool, but again, that doesn't really excite me too much. It's like, yeah, it's just a dream. It's like Luke being on Crate. Like, oh, he's gonna be powerful. Oh, he's just a ghost. He didn't even do shit. And then died on top of it, too. Like, oh my god. Yeah, if they have him go off and actually fight Vader, that doesn't make sense for the story. It will look cool. I'll probably enjoy watching it, but it doesn't make sense for the story. I think the only way, I'm trying to think how they could write it in. I believe in A New Hope, Vader goes, I haven't felt this presence since, and then he stops. It doesn't actually say like Revenge of the Sith time. So I guess you could write it in there. Like he's like, wow, I haven't felt it, but it still implied to me that he was surprised Obi-Wan was alive. So if that's the case, and I'm probably missing a lot here, but it just based off that, if that's the case, that would mean Vader would win this fight in the Obi-Wan show because he thinks he killed him. So he had to be surprised that he's like, wait, Obi-Wan's still alive? Huh. Let's go after him this time. You know, but clearly that's not what they meant when they were writing that scene in A New Hope. It was that they hadn't seen each other since, like, Revenge of the Sith, obviously. But, or the end of the Clone War. Obviously the movie wasn't out, but you know what I mean. I don't know. And if they do go down that path, again, it's going to be a tricky one to write in. And they could maybe do it right, but it's not going to be that easy. So you're going to need some great writers on there to pull that shit off. Wait, when is the Obi-Wan show set? What are we talking about? What's set 10 years before A New Hope? Oh, never mind. I read that wrong. I got the timeline all confused. I was like, wait, what? But no, that fits what I'm saying. Yeah, that's why I remember saying it when they first announced it. Like, I'm not as excited for the show. I don't feel like there's a whole lot that could be done. Maybe some Inquisitors would go after him, but again, that would imply Vader would know because he's deep with those Inquisitors. So it's like if the Inquisitors know, Vader would know. Maybe he would know it's not Obi-Wan, or he wouldn't know that it was Obi-Wan. He would just know there's a Jedi kicking ass. But still, you think he would pay attention to the reports? Like, oh, who's this guy fucking up my Inquisitors? Probably make him look a little more. I mean, he fucking runs into Cal Kestis. You would imagine if Obi-Wan's fucking up Inquisitors, Vader would find out and like, alright, let me go take a look. So I don't know.
The Imperials have hired.
That's what I'm worried about. But in a way, it does kind of excite me because I don't necessarily know what's coming. So in terms of that actually kind of interests me. But overall, I'm like, I'm way more excited for Ahsoka and those things. It's gonna be the next big advancement in the story, I think. Dude, that was a good headshot, but he was already in crab mode. Lucky for him. Lucky.
All turbolations destroyed. The enemies cleared the land more troops, but we made them pay for it. And now people are
Maybe it's just gonna be a flashback with Hayden when he was Anakin, or when he first switched to Vader and wasn't in the Vader armor. But I agree. The same thing. If you're just gonna bring back Hayden and then him being a Vader suit with the Vader voice, it's like you don't really need Hayden Christensen for that, to be honest. And it's not like we're gonna find out anything about Thrawn on that one. I'll be surprised if we do. Put it that way. So it's like, I don't know. That's why I agree. I kind of feel like it's just filler. It might be good filler, but it's like, we need more time to write these other shows. And again, it brings back, you get to see Ewan McGregor, who did a great job as Obi-Wan. So it's like, you get to see that again at least. So you get that nostalgic feeling. So again, good filler. Oh, shit, shot the wall. Ooh, almost had him with that. I wouldn't mind Clone Wars flashback, showing him in some battles or something, or stuff along those lines. But again, making a whole show just based off flashbacks.
Camp is under fire.
Maybe you'll see a baby Luke running in the distance like you see in Rebels, like he's just being fucking... What's that dude from Family Guy? Herbert, or whatever his name is. It's pretty much what Obi-Wan's doing. Just like, yeah, look at that kid go. Like, oh, Obi-Wan! Chill the fuck out, Obi!
Boba Fett is here. There must be a bounty on all of us.
I'm not a sensible person whatsoever. Oh, just kidding. Not using Luke.
We have to reclaim the camp. Keep it out of their hands.
Look sharp. I think you can see him.
Yeah, if Obi-Wan exposed himself on Tatooine to Vader and he found out, you'd think he's just gonna stop going for him? He would have to leave the planet and go on the hiding, which defeats the purpose of protecting Luke, which we already know he did, so... That's what I mean. If you see him, it really has to be a flashback. I don't think Vader and him are gonna fight, and if it is, it's gonna be like they'll flash back to the Revenge of the Sith fight and maybe edit in new scenes of them fighting that we haven't seen, but even that doesn't get me too excited. Like, it'll be cool to see the flashback, but it's like, yeah, we already know the outcome though. Like, honestly, I would have been more excited if they hadn't killed Maul off in Rebels. Alright, we get to see Maul and Obi-Wan fight. Alright, but again, they already played that card, so I'm like, shit, man, what the fuck? And again, you could write that off where if Maul found out, Vader's obviously not going to find out, so you could get a cool fight without blowing your load, essentially, on that. So, but again, they used that on Rebels already, so it's like, now what, Obi-Wan? Do something!
Hey, Jay! Some kind of special combatant on the ground.
Honestly, I still think we're gonna get Windu in somewhere in here, man. I can smell it on the horizon. Like, I could smell the Boba shit coming. I could smell Windu. I feel like, I don't know if it'll be in the Obi show or he'll be the one who rescued Yoda or Baby Yoda. I don't know, man. I could smell him. And since it's been a long time since we've seen Samuel L. Jackson, and he's older now in real life, you could write in because he got hurt. So, like, it could help explain the aged up process a little bit. It's like, I could smell a Windu coming. I just don't know when. There's a war coming, Ned. I don't know against who, but it's coming. Like that, but with Windu. It's on the horizon.
They're trying to capture laser control.
Yeah, I don't think they need to add scenes into it. I agree. But we know they're bringing back Hayden, so... And if people are so focused that they're fighting, I'm trying to think of ways that they could show the fight. Because it doesn't make sense in any way. At least not that I can think of, anyway. Like, honestly, I wouldn't be mad if, well... I'm spitballing here. I'm just throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks. Let's say Vader's fucking up some shit. He's out there fucking up another Jedi. We don't know who. Just some other Jedi that survived Order 66. And he gets to see, like a hologram fight of it. But again, it's not good. Obi-Wan sees the hologram, but we get to go in and see the actual fight where you see Hayden Christensen just fucking up some new fight we haven't seen. Maybe that would be a way of writing it in. And obviously Vader wouldn't know where Obi-Wan is. It's just him watching a hologram. He would have no idea. So it's like, maybe that would be the way. Maybe they'll show some fights from in the temple or later on down the line when Vader's just out hunting Jedis wherever, you know. Let's say he's on Kashyyyk fighting like in, what's that game? When I just played, I can't remember. But like him taking down Jedi, like this guy's just out hunting Jedi and someone shows him that. Whether that's another Jedi that finds Windu that escaped or somebody who just knows him, I don't know. Maybe that would be a way of showing Hayden Christensen fucking some shit up and you get to see a fight. I don't give a shit about fan-made films. Oh, you're talking to somebody else, never mind. We talked about it the other day. Windu, that's not enough to kill him. I mean, maybe he is dead, but at the same time, they chopped off his hand. That happened to Luke. He's fine. He got blasted with lightning. That happened to Luke. He's fine. He fell a great distance. That happened to Luke. He's fine. And Maul got cut in half and fell, and he's fine. So, just based off that doesn't mean they're dead, or he's dead. But I still feel like we'll get him at some point. Especially since it's a fan favorite, and they're trying to bring back fan favorites. I don't know.
Transport must arrive out of palace gates intact. Thwart clone ion disruptor attacks.
I don't know, Harry. I don't know what's going on, but I'm glad you're still here. Ooh, Joel, did I say hello? I don't know. Too busy ranting on theories.
MTT
I don't think we should get a show on Dutch Plagueis. We got enough on their hands right now. We don't need to go there. I don't feel it would explain too much. Visually, it would probably be a cool show to see, but I don't think it really got a lot to explain. I feel like we already kind of know what's coming in these near shows, and then after that they're gonna go back towards either the Old Republic or way into the future with Baby Yoda. So I already feel like we got all the shows we're gonna get, or know of them. And I don't see a Plagueis show being a part of that, honestly. It kind of seems out of place with what else they have going on.
direct hit to the MTT.
Yeah, it doesn't mean you see a badass Mace, but I don't know. I don't know, man. Interesting theories, though. At least it's fun to talk about. Better than what's your favorite hero?
Rearming for close attack.
Like maybe what's his face? What's Leia's adopted dad? The senator guy? Maybe he goes and they get some drinks like, yo, look at this footage I found, dude. What? Let me see. Just Vader fucking some shit. Obviously it wouldn't go down like that, but you know. Like, oh, I just can't believe it's real. You get to see some flashback fights with them. Maybe that's the only thing I could. To me, that makes the most sense out of what we've said so far. Yeah, again, I just don't think that would really have a place in the storyline right now. Kind of be like the Obi-Wan just filler to something we've already seen, but nobody gives a shit about Plagueis. Not like they do Obi-Wan and Vader, so it's just like, I really don't see that being that remotely interesting right now.
System damage to the MTT.
Not so smart.
If they announced that show today, let's say, the fans would all be saying, like, this is just some throw-in. You're just making too much shit now. Like, that would be the response, so I don't think they should do it, and I don't think they will do it. Maybe way, way down the line when they're already exhaust all these ideas and they want to keep it going, but right now, I just don't feel like it would be close to fitting any of the storylines.
Order brings life.
I would love if they showed Anakin, though, fighting somebody. Whether he was just hunting down the Jedi. I think that'd be so cool to get to see Vader in his prime again, just fucking some shit up, or Anakin as he just turned into Vader. You get to see an actual good duel. Like, oh, I'd be so excited.
I will not be defeated.
But again, him and Obi fighting just does not make sense. So for everybody saying they're gonna fight, think about it, you guys. Yeah, it would be cool to see that fight visually, but think how it writes in. It doesn't really fit. Then again, we also have The Last Jedi and those movies that make no sense too, so who knows? I don't know. Anything's fucking possible at this point.
Not any closer.
Minigun behind me? I got two fucking bitches on me and a minigun in my ass. Sounds like a good time to me. Where'd Ray go?
I'm ready.
Ah, there you are. Is that my shield? I don't even have a shield. It's like, what is this? Come here, droid. Come with me. Yeah, I agree. Going back in the timeline with Eclipse is a good idea. Helps get people interested in that. And in that time, you'll probably see, let's just say the game's 4 years down the line. I don't know. But that would give time for the shows to come out, and they would go through these current set of shows and like, alright, we need to go to a new era. Get people excited for that. But I don't want to say I'm positive, but Baby Yoda is the future of Star Wars in terms of going forward in the timeline. Baby Yoda's the future of that. Guaranteed, way down the line, it's going to be him. He's not going to die in any of these shows. If he does, I will be shocked. Because it's a perfect way of, alright, we're done with the Luke stuff. So how do we advance? Let's go 800 years in the future, or 500. Baby Yoda ages slowly, obviously. Now you see Baby Yoda way down the line as an adult fighting shit. You get to advance the story years in a long way to a character you still is slightly connected to everybody. You know, he was there in the Jedi Temple and shit like that. That we all know and love. So it's still slightly connected, but it's way into the future. To me, that's like, it's almost too obvious that that's what they're gonna do. So again, if we see him in one of these shows die, like, what? I will be fucking stunned. It's like, you just, the shit they just wrote out is just like, man, it's a lot of money you're missing out. Well, you technically could see the past and the future. But again, at the same time, if they just keep going into the past, showing you stories of characters you already know, it's just Disney doing the same thing that people are already complaining about. Just writing in characters we all know, and they're just capitalizing on the name. But at one point, they are going to eventually have to start making new content. Baby Yoda is literally designed for that. Because again, I want to see the old Republic. I love that shit. But at the same time, they do need to come up with new stuff. Hopefully just do it well. Yeah, Baby Yoda does not die in Luke's temple. I'm almost, well, I'm not a betting man, but if I was, I would bet so much money that he does not die there. You can all come laugh at me and prove me wrong if Baby Yoda dies. And we know he dies too, not one of those, oh, he got defeated and now he's gone, or oh no, the temple fell on him, wink wink, he's dead, one of those things. Like, if it's confirmed he dies, I will be shocked and you can all make fun of me, but to me it's just so obvious that's what they're gonna do. But that's, again, way down the line, not gonna be happening right now. We're focused on Thrawn as the main storyline, with some Kenobi filler thrown in there. And Andor. You could make the case for the Plagueis show if they didn't already have the other filler series like Obi-Wan and Andor. Because it's like, yeah, you need something to pass the time, but they already have that. So I don't feel like they need any more filler shows for the time being. So I realistically wouldn't see a Plagueis thing happening anytime soon. I'm not even saying I want that. I'm just saying, for the people saying that, I'm like, I just don't see that happening. Atomized? God damn, I haven't heard her say that. Well, let's hope they don't mess it up. I don't think they will, but anything's possible. Find out. Don't even have the Elgato open in case it's a video. Fantastic. I'll have to steal it from YouTube, but I do need a thumbnail, so let me open it real quick. And then get one while we're out here. It's not even really good, though. Yeah. Not a good thumbnail. Not ideal. Could you not strafe me, dude? Really? You're still flying around? Go do something useful. At least I'm getting a thumbnail. Well, I'm trying to if I could do my emote.
My troops will storm in.
That's not really good. Whatever. Good enough. Yeah, I heard about that Star Wars hotel. That looks like nothing like Star Wars. Such a horrible... How do you... It reminds me of early Disney taking over Star Wars, where it's just like, wow, they just threw the name on it. They didn't even think that through. That looks nothing like Star Wars. I'm not even one of those dudes who studies everything. Like, oh, I know what each button on the Star Destroyer does. Like, this does not look like a Star Wars shit, period. Horrible idea. And for the price, too. Fuck that. I'm not wasting my money on that shit. I'm not even close to doing that. Another example of something very poorly executed by Disney. Even the trailer, man, it was just so... I hate the word cringy because everybody uses it and they have no idea. But it was cringy. It was just like, oh my god, dude. Like, wow! Oh my god! Gee golly whiz, you guys, look at this! That's what it reminded me. I was like, no, I don't like it. Had that 1950s vibe to it, where the kids get overly excited. Oh my god, I get a chocolate bar today? Oh my god, Mom, thanks! Could I go tell all my friends? Like, it's like, dude, it's a fucking chocolate bar. Calm the fuck down. And if you're such a Star Wars fan to be that fucking wet for it, you would know that doesn't look anything like Star Wars. Like, come on. Like, I wouldn't be, like, they could do that so well. The concept is good. A Star Wars themed hotel. You actually have cantinas you could go to. People dressed up like it. You could play the Star Wars games. Like, actually teach the people the games like Lando and Han were playing. What's it called? Sabacc or whatever? And actually get to play that. You could do that. They just did not execute it right whatsoever. I think it would be so cool. I was actually talking to my mom about this because she's all into that shit too. And I'm like, could you imagine you actually go on a ship. They make a replica of a ship. Like, and you go into it. But then all the windows are like, what do you call them? Is this CGI? I don't even know. Like, the fake windows are just screens and they could show you, like, outside. Then all of a sudden, you're like, the ship's under attack and then all the kids gotta run to the little, turrets like they used in, Solo ship and stuff. And you have to start shooting. Like, you're playing video games. You're having to shoot down TIE fighters, fend off the attack. So we can get, like, it's a perfect example for Star Wars kids. And I just, like, I don't think they did a good job. It's, like, so many opportunities. Have fucking mock battles like, oh no, we're being boarded, and you get to go watch like a, I don't know what era you want to do it. And let's just use the example, Vader coming on your ship, you see the actor, the whatever you call the guy in the suit coming in, just fucking some shit up. It's like, it'd be so cool. Like, then they did that shit that just looks plastic. It's like, oh my god, what the fuck is that? But again, for that price too, man, maybe I'm just too cheap. I don't know if I want that. You can go on a giant-ass vacation with some of those prices. Ah! Where'd the music go? Hold up. Music just stopped playing randomly? That's why we died. You could do VR. It might even be cheaper. But I think it would be cooler to have the, like, you actually are in the seat. Like, what are those, like, interactive, what do you call them? Like, the chairs that move and shit. So, like, you would be turning up and down whenever you move with the turret, kind of like how Luke and, Han were, or not Han, who else was shooting? Luke and, whenever they're on the seats, just fighting in the original movies. I'm not even remember what one it was. But, like, the seats just rotate when you rotate with the gun. I think that'd be so fun. But again, I'm old school. Kids want VR. But even then, VR could be done too. Just kind of takes you out of it when like, quick, we're in our tech, put these goggles on. It's like, no, get to the seat, man the actual turret, and you just get to turn with it. I think that'd be so fucking cool. Maybe you could implement the moving seat into a VR headset? I still think it would be cool. You actually just have the screen on the wall. So it looks like you're looking out into space and just randomly TIE fighters start coming and you have to shoot them. Or whatever area you're fighting in, obviously.
Attempting to capture the throne room.
I think it was Han. I don't even remember. I'm pretty sure it was Han and Luke, bro. That'd just be so cool for them to actually design a ship. Not obviously not flying, but you get to walk into, let's just say a Corellian Corvette. I'm using this as an example, but they build a mock-up of it. Inside is this fancy hotel, and you get to go into it. So you're actually like going into the ship. That'd be so fucking cool. Not just a hotel where you get to walk in the random doors in it. Star Wars theme. But,
All units, charge! Grenade, arm! Taking control, scanning for clones.
oh look, you're there. He won't be there. No. Neither would you, Ray. Sorry. I love Daisy Ridley, but no, I don't want you there. Yeah. Well, fuck the fat kid. Just tell him no fat kids allowed. I'm like, oh shit, that'd be fun.
Wipe out the clones.
Make him sign disclaimers before you go in there. If your kid's dumb enough to put his hand in the moving parts, maybe he fucking deserves to lose the fingers. Like those idiots who put firecrackers in their eyelid and shit. Like, dude, if you lose your eye at that point, like, that's on you. But VR would be safer. Unless your dumbass kid runs into the wall. Or starts panicking like, ah, the diamond! And he starts running and runs into the wall, and now they're gonna sue him. Like, dude, we need to rework those laws, man. People, they get to sue for some stupid ass shit sometimes. Just because, like, ooh, Disney has a lot of money, let's go after him. Like, oh my god, fuck off. It scared me. I was on a relaxing trip, and now there's a fucking TIE fighter coming at me, and I had a heart attack. It messed with my anxiety. Like, bitch, it's a fucking show. Calm down. Like, come on.
I'm on point. No enemy detected. Supreme threat.
I just picture one of those. I don't even know what they're called. Like a racing harness, like an X harness. Goes over your chest all the way down. You're just strapped into that motherfucker. Hurry up, strap in, kid. Let's go. You know, you get Han or whoever the fuck, some other badass talking to you. Kid's like, oh shit, we get to fight. I would have loved that as a kid. I would have been begging my broke ass parents to take me to that. Never would get to go, but I would be like, yo, I want to do that so much. Now, if I was a kid and they showed me this, like, you want to go to this? I'm like, no, just save your money, mom. I don't. Shit looks stupid as fuck.
Patrolling the throne room.
We are getting bounty hunter support. Boss is here.
Rearming for close attack.
Oh my god. Hey, Obi, we were just talking about you. Oh god, I hope you don't try to block a droidic shot. Ah! Ooh, Jermaine, yeah, let's start it. I'll be down. I like that better than VR. VR doesn't excite me too much right now. Maybe in the future it's gonna be really good. I actually rather have augmented reality. Just pull up a fucking screen with your finger and shit like the movies. Oh. Putting on that stupid ass headset look kind of dumb. I don't know. At least for me, I'm not as into it.
Powerful enemy.
Stream's going all right. Here, bitch. Oh, my back that hurt. I cracked it, but god, that fucking stabbed me. Hello, Dave. Happy New Year to you too.
Wipe out the clones.
I explained my Book of Boba thoughts in the beginning if you really want to hear them for an in-depth explanation, but overall, love the show except the 2-minute fight scene with the people who come after him. I didn't think they wrote that very well. It was very bad writing for that 2 minutes of the show, but the rest of it I didn't mind. Enjoyed it. Can't wait for the next episode.
Capturing the throne room now. Rearming for close
I think it will. It's just not my thing. I much be more into AR. Whatever the fuck it's called. Is that even what it's called? I don't know.
Nobi has joined the Republic forces.
I think a would do better for all these virtual worlds coming out now and shit like that. Like the Central Land and all that shit. It would be cool to have VR for that. You get to go into a... Like, you're going into a new world. Especially as that develops over time. That would make me be more excited for VR. But in the instance where we're talking about, like, you have to run to defend the ship you're already staying on. You got to put a headset on to do it. I was like, It's like, you could just put that on the screen with a moving chair, and I'd much rather have that. But again, I'm old-fashioned. I'm 30 years old. I'm not these young kids nowadays. I'd much rather have the thing and feel like I'm in a ship. And putting me in a chair that moves... that you see in the movie, I would like that way more. But again, yeah, for legal reasons, you know, people are fucking stupid, so... Gotta put a headset on in a fucking cushioned room, and it just takes you out of the experience. Looks like you're in a mental asylum or something. Like, okay, if you run into the wall, it's just pillows. Like, it's not a Star Wars shit, bitch! Only the strong survive. We need to go back to that mentality. If your kid's dumb enough to run into a wall with a VR headset, that's on you, man. Can you imagine back in the fucking early Egyptian times? My son got eaten by a crocodile. Oh, we need to sue the crocodile. I was like, well, why'd your stupid ass kid go in a fucking river? There's a crocodile right there. You know the risk. Now, if your son goes in the river and fucking murders the crocodile with his mouth, you're like, Dad, this is gonna be the emperor one day. The pharaoh. There's a fin here? Oh, I just realized we're gonna shoot that motherfucker. Like, I think a combination of augmented reality and VR would be so cool. Like, I just love the idea of just pulling shit up out of the air. It's like, let me see this. What's going on here? Oh, okay, put it away. So fucking badass. But again, that doesn't really get you into the world. So if you're trying to get into a video game, VR would probably be better. Now I'll just give Vader down there.
Your destiny lies with me.
That's where VR would thrive. You get to go into an open world Star Wars game, but you're actually there. It's like way better than first person. Wow, we finally get here in it now. That's where VR would really thrive. But even the shit I'm seeing now, it's still in its early stages, obviously. It'll get better, but right now it's like, not worth my time. But once they develop that shit all the way, you know how exciting that's gonna be? Little cards. Little coyote. Yeah, but Disney's too soft. I mean, not even Disney. Companies in general are too soft right now at the current state of emotions and everybody fucking caring about absolutely every little fucking thing. I want to get to the point where we have chips implanted in our head and we can download technology. That's what I fucking want. Like that's not Cyberpunk. What's the show? I just watched it. What the fuck's it called? 2 episodes on Netflix. Cyberpunk-esque world. What is it called? Altered Carbon or something like that. I love the concept of that show. Just fucking download it into a new body. Like, oh, that'd be so badass. What map are we on? Not to find it. Yeah, well, hopefully we can figure out a way to avoid the viruses. But even in that show, the rich people had backups. You die, it automatically transfers to another body. Make a way the virus couldn't follow, even though they would just make one that does. But welcome to the world. Everyone's always trying to outdo each other. Even just in the Cyberpunk game, getting new arms and shit, that'd be so fucking badass. I can't wait. I'm gonna be dead by then, unfortunately, but that'd be so dope. Elon's the only one trying to do that, but everybody hates him now because he's rich. So it's like, oh, he's rich now? We don't like him. Dude, I fucked this chick and she gave me a fucking virus. It's like, what? We're evolving. It's not AIDS anymore. She stole my credit card information when we fought. It's like, damn it.
Rebels attacking the computer room. Systems compromised.
Give us an attacking match, please. Fuck it, we'll just play Endor, I guess. Whatever. I really liked Altered Carbon. It was a little confusing when I first watched it, but I just finished the second season, what, like a month ago? I like the whole concept of that.
At the main computer, loading over.
I don't know what they were called, but those bad guy soldiers in that look so fucking badass. It's like, oh! They weren't that good, obviously, but they looked amazing. Like, goddamn, those would be my fucking bad guys. I would love to have a squad of those dudes defending me, but actually be good, not just cannon fodder for the main characters.
Palpatine has joined the Imperials. We must be cautious.
Hi!
Decoupling cables.
Ha! The walker is coming online.
But at least in the case of Elon, him and his companies are advancing the human race. Taking us to the next level. Bezos isn't doing that. He's trying with his space shit, but where Elon's more focused on getting shit done, Bezos is more, my rockets. Look at me, he puts the celebrities in space. He goes for the... How do you want to describe it? If they were YouTubers, Elon would be the more educational YouTuber where he's showing you how to do something. And Bezos would be the clickbait YouTuber. Like, look, I brought this cool celebrity with me, you guys. That type of shit. That's the difference between the two companies. And I don't like clickbait shit, so at least he's actually trying to get us to Mars. Whether he does it or not, I don't know. But he's not wrong. We need to get the fuck off this planet. Like, this planet, we need to start spreading the fuck out. In case a meteor takes us out or an asteroid, whatever the fuck. We need to spread out here and don't have all our eggs in one basket. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad Bezos is trying it too. I know everybody hates him. Like, you could be paying people's bills. Like, yeah, you could give... I'm going to get in a lot of trouble for saying this. You could give every person in the world a well, not a shit ton, but let's say... Let's see. You could give everyone in the world $5,000, let's say. Everybody randomly get $5,000. You know how many of those people who are begging for it now are going to completely waste it on stupid shit? So it's like, just advance the human race, dude. And again, the only good thing I like about Bezos doing it is it adds a little competition to the mix. Kind of like how the space race, we advance so much as a species, and then we stop that war, and now nobody's doing anything because nobody gives a shit. But when it was a race between the two for who had the biggest dick, we were constantly fucking advancing in technology. Now it's kind of slowed down in that area, at least. It's like, maybe the two corporate entities going at it will be a good thing. Yeah, we're also on a flat Earth. They were called Praetorians, that's right. That's just such a badass name, too. That's just because I'm a Rome fanboy, so anytime you talk about Praetorians, like, oh! Everybody does that now. They're always called that because it was just such a cool concept in the Roman time. Even the Red Guards in, whatchamacallit, in the, going down. In the, what is it? The sequels. Weren't they called Praetorians as well? I'm pretty sure they were.
Walker at the ravine. Checkpoint 1 has been reached.
A perfect example of what I just said was there's the whole curse of the lottery. Oh, once you win the lottery, you get fucked up, your life goes to shit. It's not that there's a curse, it's just you're giving a lot of money to people who have no idea how to use it or manage it, and they completely get fucked up. It has nothing to do with a curse. It's the same concept. Same with a lot of the people getting stimulus checks right now. A lot of people use it for the right things. They need food, they need that shit. No problem. But you know how many people who need that money start spending it on stupid shit? It's like, kind of like, that's where the whole concept of just, you could help the world with all that. It's like, yeah, you could. Yeah, if we need more resources, space is where we go to get those resources. Start mining asteroids and get to the level of mining other planets and shit. That's way down the line, obviously, but I'm just saying, We need more resources, there's only one place to look.
Walker's head!
Nobody would be terraforming Mars anytime soon. Maybe way down the line, but not anytime soon. Even if we had a concept that worked, it wouldn't be an overnight thing where you just snap your fingers and Mars is a perfectly suitable planet.
The Imperials have hired Boba Fett.
Oh, almost had him with a shot. Boba, don't shoot me or you look weak! Boba, why'd you bring your gun? You know there's a battle! Is there gonna be another season of Altered Carbon? I mean, obviously they kind of sealed up a lot. Or finished off a lot of storylines, but I would love another show about that in that universe. I forgot her name, the badass boss of the planet in the second season. Oh my god. Same with his sister too from the first. She got me into it too because she kind of looked like CL in a way. I was like, oh! It's one of the reasons I was like, I'm gonna check this show out. There you go, you guys. Why do they put hot women in shows? That's why. Because I'm like, I'm gonna go check this show out now. And then you fall in love with the show. That's why all the seasons like Game of Thrones have the most nudity and sexual stuff in the first one. Hook you into the story, and then you stick around for the story now. Welcome to the guy's brain. Yeah, I didn't like the second season as much, though. I give you that. But still, that whole concept, oof. Wish we were there now. Nah, I don't think we can For Honor style solid. That game's too complicated. You see it with this game. They dumb down the mechanics so much over time and allowing you to upgrade your stuff by fighting bots. Like they completely went the opposite direction of trying to make it difficult to do anything. They're like, I just want to get on and play Vader. They don't want to have to fight or learn some crazy mechanic. But it would be great. Oh, that'd be so fun. Could you imagine? Add executions in too. Oh, I wish this game had executions. Isn't that game a Ubisoft game?
Darth Vader is here.
I saw on my feed they just added another execution. Like, man, that game's been out for so long and they're still making shit. But again, they're a game that had really good microtransactions. You wanted to get your character looking like a badass. I'll be honest, I myself, who hardly ever buy shit, I only played that game for like a month when it first came out. I put in probably a couple $100s to make my dude look good. So it's like, they work if you do it right. This is coming from someone who doesn't spend money easily. I was like, damn, I want my samurai to look badass, dude. I want that. So I could only imagine if I had got like hooked on this game, like how much I played this, how much money I would have put into it getting skins and shit. Oh my gosh.
Jedi support. Luke Skywalker is here.
Nobody's buying this game. I don't even know if you can legally do that, but that's not happening. Like, I know it sucks, 'cause I know he's in Marvel and probably everybody likes him, but I like the original guy in Altered Carbon. I liked him way more than Anthony Mackie, what's his name? Whatever the guy is. No offense to him. He didn't do a bad job, it's just I like the other actors. Aw. We don't see him no more? Aw. Figure out a way, man. Figure out a way! But again, when you're in a world where you could switch bodies like that, it happens, so it made sense, I guess. Ah! Just forgot the speeder bike. Right on my nuts. Poor pancake.
She's hit! Walker hit! Enemy leader taking point!
I was more into the first season. I didn't like. I watched the first season right when it came out, pretty much. But the second season, I just waited. I didn't get into it as much. I still enjoyed it when I finally watched it. Like I said, I only watched it a month ago, and it's been out for a while. Even the first time I started watching it, I watched like 5 minutes of the episode, and I just like, no, I'm not watching this. Then ultimately, I came back because there was nothing else to watch. I liked it, but still, it didn't hook me in like the first season did. And part of that was because I really liked the actor and the actress. I was like, wow, they got me into it. At least they brought the sister back a little bit. Not that I remember names. I'm horrible with names, but you know what I'm talking about.
She's ready to assault the inner compound. All soldiers prepare to attack. They're panicking now, but all they need to do is escape. We need to lock down the base before the evacuation starts in earnest. Fight for the rebellion and the new republic.
Any heroes? No heroes? They had more of a budget? Wow, I didn't think. I thought they would have done the second. Hi, how are you? Got time to look away, Ma. Got that shotgun up his ass. He had that Call of Duty timing. The moment he looked away, we came out. Some best car you have, homie. Imagine Boba getting taken out because of whips. Instead of those fucking shield guards, wannabe ninjas, they just threw a BB-8 out there and he started spinning and Boba's like, ah! I could fly with a jetpack, but let me try to punch the whip. That's a good idea. Even the rifles they had. What, I think the Praetorians had them? I'm not good with names. I genuinely don't remember that shit. But the rifles they had, I was like, dude, I want a replica of that. But like a real one. That'd be so fucking dope. Just put an AR-15 in that, but with the skin of that. Oh, that would look so good. I would buy that. I'd buy that before I buy a Star Wars version of a gun, honestly. Like the real-life Star Wars version of a gun. I would buy that. That gun looks so dope.
Same as always. Don't worry, I'm with you.
I am blind. I think we're the only ones who saw it, starting by the looks of it. Daddy?
You don't give up easy. I'm a Jedi, like my father.
Shit, get me in that room with all those naked clones, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, I just admit, she was so fucking hot. Or, like, me is. Not like she's not now, but you know what I mean. It's like, oh my gosh, she's beautiful. Her face, oh my god, her face. Oh my god. Beautiful. Just like cute ears right here. You're cute in your own way, boss. Oh, I guess the foe... Oh no, we did hit him. He lost his health. Yeah. He seems to not give a shit about me. Don't get stuck, looky poo. What's her name? Dishin Lockman? I don't know how to pronounce it. I probably butchered it. New Year's resolution? Don't have one. Don't die. Maybe learn the new trade I'm trying to learn, I guess. I'm not good at learning shit though, man. I have to read like a certain paragraph like 3 times to finally understand it. So it's like reading a book takes forever for me. Hate it. Yet I love reading, but yet I hate it because it's like, fuck! I just read it! I understood it, but it's gone now. I gotta go read it again. It's like, oh, it takes forever. That's why I hated school.
Don't get sloppy, okay? I'll stop Vader. You handle the rest.
Ah, jump wrong. No, not on PC. We're on a Series X. Stop shooting me. I'm fighting my dad. Choke me, Vader. Go on, TV. Oh, you missed me. Oh, here, homie. I'm not Oslo. You can't choke me through a TV from that far. Ooh, then we just hit you in the back. I was like, nah. No, you didn't. Don't get me wrong. I like to take it too. Don't get me wrong. Oh, he stunned me. The stun of doom. I like that raid better then. Then again, I do like Daisy Ridley too, though. I don't know, man. I don't know. Darts? No, I had one when I was a kid and I played with darts, but nah, I haven't thrown a dart in so long. There's mines! Uh-oh, red light. No, I haven't really read too much of the Star Wars stuff. Only time I like reading is when I'm learning something from it. I don't usually enjoy... I don't know how I hit them, but whatever. What do you call it? Star Wars style books, that type of stuff. I'm trying to get into it. Read The Witcher, Game of Thrones, and those things, but I just normally, I haven't got into that yet, but I will at one point. Because I also, like right now, all the book fans get me all the time. They're like, oh, the shit sucks. So like right now I'm watching The Witcher, and all of them are bitching about it, but I'm enjoying the fuck out of the show, so I'm like, well then I'm not going to read the books, because it might ruin it, but pretty much the book fans are never happy. So whatever. Game of Thrones, this, they're never happy. So I'm going to wait until those shows are over, then I'll read the books. And then it's like, oh, I don't like them, and it's like, well, you know, I got to enjoy the show, and now I get to enjoy the books. But if I read the book now, I won't enjoy the show, and I take away some of my enjoyment, so I'd rather get to enjoy both. Oh, I thought I got past with that. Oh, he's still alive! Hit him with 6 shots and he's still alive! You dead! Fall down then, bitch! I actually love Star Wars. Not so much the games or the fans.
Base secured. Their ships are grounded. Our first victory in a new era.
I fucking love The Witcher, but book people... I watch a lot of React channels. And I normally like watching book people react, because you get another take, but just the way that... I'm not even going to say who it was. The way they reacted, I was like, oh, here we go. These are book people. Like, there's people who read the books, and then there's book people where it's just like... Everything has to be exactly the same or they're going to get fucking triggered. Like, oh, how could they? It's like, alright, dude. Calm down a little bit. Like, come on. I get you could like the books more, but... You have a certain... what do you call it? I don't know what you want to call it. Actually, we've been on 2 hours. Well, fuck it. I'm going to get off. We're all caught up, right? Nobody donated. Let me make sure. Need to get some food. I'm hungry. Play with my fans? I do. But not on this game. And weirdly enough, all those fans seem to disappear when it's not this game. Kind of weird. Like you, for example. Haven't seen you anywhere other than Star Wars. Or for that matter, until just now. So, yeah, I'll definitely play with you. Anyway, bye. See you guys later. Bye. Oh, we need to get a vid up too. Oh boy, the vid might be a little late today, but I don't know. We'll see. Bye.